Have you ever heard this statement? You have a poor attitude, or what kind of attitude is that? Oh, put yourself together, and so forth and so on. It's just so interesting how attitude shapes our mindset, how attitude influences our behaviors, and how attitude, affects our output. But the good thing is that attitude cannot be measured, cannot be quantified, and it just filter in when you don't even know and when you're not even paying attention. It actually takes people that are very self-conscious and that have resolved in their mind how they want to influence and shape their life. Those are the kind of people that would spot when they're having a bad attitude or having a bad day. Anyway, welcome to a Bible conversation. Everything about this channel is all about good vibes alone. But today we want to talk about attitude. I'm starting a new series on attitudes. If you've ever encountered a problem about personal attitude, a relationship attitude, a life attitude, just think about the attitude, stay put. I have something wonderful for you. And like I said, today we're looking at our personal attitude. So let's talk about attitude. Okay, our focus today is on the personal attitude. When the door is closed behind you. When you're the only one in the room. So that doesn't mean that it's an empty room, but in your heart, you're the only one there. What do you do? What can people say about you? Some people would go about saying, oh, I don't give a damn about it. Oh, sister, stop it. You need to start paying attention to what people think about you. Sometimes it can be called perception. And the negative thing about perception, you don't know when and where people are perceived either good or bad stuff about you. And they just use it and influences their judgment towards you. How they see you, how they process your words, what you have said, how they process your emotions. All these are influenced by just what one person perceived about you. And it's so terrible because it can be all sealed up for years. And let me tell you, the worst part of perception is you will work so hard to recover yourself from negative perception because one, you don't even know, and two, you don't even know what is actually the source, the root cause of this negative perception. So, but wait, let's pause right there. Do you have control over how everybody feels, thinks about you? Hell no. So don't bother yourself about, oh, what would they think about me? Oh, what would they say about me? Please take some cup of wine and have some break about that. You don't have control over how people think about you. You don't have control over how people will perceive you. But you are responsible 100% for your attitude and how you think about yourself and how you think about people. It's very, very obvious. If you're thinking negatively about me, I would know. You don't need to say it with your mouth. I would see it from your attitude in words. I would see it from your attitude in thoughts. I would see it from your attitude in action. I would see it from your attitude in non-verbal language. So your thoughts can be heard. So watch that part. Watch it. Pay attention to it. But wait, before you think about whether they are right or not, do you know what they think about you? And so relax. You don't know what they think about you. So why are you bothered about whether they are right or wrong? So then, if you don't know what they think about you, but if you had the opportunity to perceive that maybe there is something wrong somewhere, you're not sure, you cannot wrap your head around what is going on, hey, that is good news for you. That is ice on your cake. So pause, walk back your steps. What happened between you and this person? Was it words? Was it a conversation? When did this person shut down towards you? Or when did you shut down towards this person? We come to that. On this our series of attitude. Oh my god, you do not want to miss any episode, because a lot of people, they've missed opportunities in life through attitude. They've missed relationship that would have led to marriages, relationship that would have led to very more blossom and important things and opportunity connections. They just blew it away because of attitude. I have been affected. Yes, I have been affected with my poor attitude and with my good attitude. I have seen how my good attitude paid off. I've also seen how my I don't give a damn about it also paid off. But I pick up the baggages and I pick up the leftovers and I want to move on. And so wait, let me ask you one thing. Pause. When last did you think about what you did? When last did you process how you felt? When last did you put together what you did and how you felt and you processed it? Are you just living a go life? Or do you think you are just all well perfect? Your words don't hurt, your verbal attitude don't hurt, your non-verbal attitude don't hurt, and you're just going. Stop. Take 1 minute to process your actions. Take 1 minute to process your words. Are you a loud person? You just talk. When they didn't even invite you, you just open your mouth, talk. Or you go about with a parade. I am quiet. I am shy. It did not help anybody. So enough of those era of I am shy, I am quiet. Everybody had a beginning point and you can work on it. If you're the shy type, or if you're quiet, wait. That attitude is enough. You're losing out on some things. I'm not saying that you should be a parrot, but at least you should be able to, have a balance. But no, let's go to point 2. I told you that this attitude episode, oh my God, wait a minute, it's going to be bumper to bumper. Have you given yourself a feedback that, hey guy, you didn't do this thing correctly? Hey babe, no, that's not nice. Let me give you 1 minute. Think about 3 people in your life and try to spot out things you did not do well. Yes, I know we always want to look at the things that we did well and go. But those things that you did not do well, those are your valuable moments. Because if you pay attention to it, you have learned, you will then do better and you will win more people. Pause. What did you not do well, or what have you not done well? Why are you withdrawing yourself from people? Pause right there. Did your friends shut down on you? Or are you losing out on the opportunities? Or the new relationship you're trying to make, just now from nowhere, everything just, What did you not do right? Or what did they not do right? So sometimes we kind of flog ourselves. What did I not do right? Pause. Give yourself some grace. What did they not do right? Because see, the best form of teacher is observation. You can observe people and you can learn from their mistakes. You don't have to make mistakes to learn from it. You can observation. Just sit still. What did they not do right? And how can you avoid it? See, growing up, there was something. There was one trick I use. I observe people a lot. So if you know me, you know I can look. Why am I looking? I am observing. I am telling myself, when you grow up to that point, don't do this. When you get to this point, don't do this. As a young manager, what helped me as a young manager was my observation of my previous manager. I was like, when I become a manager, I'm not going to do this. When I become a manager, I'm not going to do this. When I become a manager, I'm not going to do this. When I become a manager. So I had a list of what I'm not going to do when I get to a particular position. Are you going through life without making lists of what you would do and what you will not do? Or are you just allowing life to happen to you? That is a poor attitude right there. But wait, let's move on. A good attitude for me is if I'm able to call myself. I don't wait for people to call me. I don't wait for people to call my bad attitude. I don't wait for people to call my bad man. I don't wait for people to give me the bad feedback. I bring myself to a boardroom and I give myself the feedback myself. That is a good attitude. Another good attitude is if you're able to realize that, hey, you see this word, I am sorry. How many letters? But it's very heavy and weighty to some people. If you're able to say, I am sorry. Oh my God, some people can never say it. They would rather spend millions of naira than for them to open their mouths to say, I am sorry. See, if you're able to say, I am sorry, there are two types of I am sorry. No verse, I am sorry. That one did not even come close to your lips. But the one that you mean from your heart, I am sorry, and you really mean it, you express it. Not the dramatic type of I am sorry, but that kind of attitude is a good attitude. There's several so it's so interesting that you, me, all of us, we know what is good, but there's something, the pride, like the pride of life, and the pride, who is that person? Who am I? And put that pride aside. He cannot help you. There is nobody that pride has helped. And so let go of the ego, put it aside, and focus on the good attitude. For every sorry that you are able to say, you might not be wrong, you might not be right, you might just be there, but it's actually a good thing. Attitude is much more than that. It's deeper. It is beyond smiling. It's beyond being polite. It is your choices. When people do things that are not right to you, how you choose to react. Yeah. When people try to outsmart you and you're able to spot it and you're like, really? Are you going to set the trap back? Or are you going to just let it go? Are you going to be the mature one to speak up and address it? There are some people, they don't want to hurt you. They would rather keep quiet and let it go. There's some people, they don't really care whether they want to hurt you or not. Let me just talk and let it go out of my heart. But there are different shades to it. I'm not here to say you're wrong, you're right. But, take 1 minute to think about you first. Take another minute to think about they also. Then take the last third minute to think about you and them mixed together, and you might be able to know what is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. Oh yeah, that is a good quality. When you're upset but you cannot show it, it takes grace to be upset and you cannot show it, because if you show it, some things will go wrong. Because see, it is not everybody that is able to process feedback. Some people would take it, they will personalize it. Instead of taking, for example, you have done something, right? And this thing that you have done maybe does not meet the standard, or this thing that you have done, it is wrong. You need to separate this thing that you have done from who you are. But we see people in different growth curve and different learning curve. They put who they are and the thing they have done, they make it work. And so at that point, you at the other end, you have to be very sensitive, because if you give person that feedback, it will not only affect what they have done, it will affect who they are. So at that point, you want to take it in. Take it in. Pause. You don't need to give that feedback at that time. You don't need to show it at that time, because there's somebody's life that is mixed with an action. Your words are very important. Why? Because you don't know their state of heart. You don't know their state of emotions. You don't know whether they're downplaying themselves or they are going through tough moments that you don't know, they've not been able to tell you. And so don't just come at us and blah 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 blah. Right? Sometimes take it in, be at a loss. Let the other person win. It doesn't change, it doesn't reduce your position, right? It's just maturity. And some other times, yes, you can talk about it. Then if you want to talk about it, your choice of words. But the most important, valuable option is if you've been able to come to an understanding with this person, and this person knows that there is no attachment. I am not attacking your personality. I am not attacking who you are. I'm only not pleased with what you have done. if you've gotten to that level where you share that understanding with that person, don't keep it. Say it and apologize. I'm sorry if I've said this in a wrong way or at the wrong time, but this is what I'm trying to say. But if you've not come to that point where you understand that this person is not going to separate the actions from his person, then chill a bit or find another way to say it, or say it at a much later time. Because after you've gone ahead to talk about it and you go, that person will go back feeling, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I quit. Why? Because of only one feedback. And so is that feedback really necessary? Right? So there are so many things you consider when you talk to people. Where is this person's growth? Where is this person situated? Has he been able to separate himself from his products? Or is it, when I mean products, it's not what you're selling or what you're doing for a living, is the outcomes of life. If you've been able to separate it, then it's okay to give those feedback. But if not, keep it and wait. Preserve. The soul is more important than that thing that you want to, address. Well, there are different types of emotions. There's happy emotions, there's sad emotions, there's lonely emotions, there's also neutral emotions. How do you deal with it? One, well, if you're happy, you're happy. If you're sad, snap out of it. Don't even catch yourself remain in a sad mood. Oh no, not good for your health, not good for your body, not good for the work of your hands. Because once you're sad, it degenerates into something, and by the time you realize yourself, you're already depressed. So why say, yeah, different things. If you just catch yourself right now that you are sad, go play music, dance and shake your body. Put a call through to someone that you be very vulnerable with and talk about it. If you cannot remember anything, watch some comedy and laugh away your sorrow. And if it comes back again, watch another comedy and laugh away your sorrow. But beyond that, find the root cause. Why are you sad? Try to figure it out. Why are you sad? Are you sad because you don't have money? Is it beyond you? Is it within your control? So find the reason why you are sad. If you're able to find the reason why you're sad, it's much more easier to fix it. And if you're able to fix it, that's it. Okay, and so as we wrap up today's episode on personal attitude, oh my God, we want to talk about positivity. And when you think about positivity, well, negativity, well, or neutral status, well, it's your choice how you decide to handle the challenges. You can choose to handle it positively. You can choose to handle it negatively. You can just choose to, you know what, this thing, I'm not going to deal with it. Let me put it aside first. I'll come back to it. That is another way to preserve your emotions. If you try keeping things bottled inside, well, I want to talk a little bit about that. Keeping things bottled inside. So, I don't want to recommend it, but if you keep things bottled inside and you save a soul, why not? Please don't bring it out. Save a soul. You know how people go through life with being self-centered. And you don't care to think about people's emotions. You don't care to think about what they would do. You all, I. So at that point, if you're keeping it in your heart, because you are preserving somebody's soul, please go ahead, keep it. But when you keep it, talk to the Holy Spirit about it. And the Holy Spirit is able to help you look at things in different ways. Recently, somebody did something that I did not expect her to do. And so I was not expecting it because I hold this person with so much high esteem. And when the person did that, it was not offense. It was like, oh, I'm a little bit disappointed. And that took me back. On a very good day, I pick up my phone. Hey girl, you did this. But I am at this point where I'm learning. If I want to talk about it, what is the end goal? So when you choose to address issue, what is the end goal? So don't just rush towards talking about things. What is the end goal? Are you talking about it to make sure that you are right in this subject matter? You want to win an award? Are you talking about it to correct a behavior? Is it an educative session? Are you talking about it is FYI, find for your information, deal with it for all I care? Are you talking about it in a revengeful way? Or are you going to talk about it to, initiate a right behavior? If you are not able to know why you want to talk about it, take that phone and put it back into your pocket and go deal with it. And so when I realized that, let me process this. Let me pass myself through the lens of this action and see if I will be more purified. And so I'm telling you the steps I took. I took that issue and I used that issue as a refiner's fire. And I decided to pass myself through the issue and see if I will come out a better person. I realized there was an opportunity for me to be a better person. I didn't talk about it. I went through the process of dealing with it all by myself, and I learned one thing new. So don't just rush towards talking about it. We need to talk. Talk that thing that you will need to talk. Go and talk to yourself about it. Bring yourself to the center table and the board meeting and address that conversation with you and only you. Right. Will you come out a better person? And so you know how the Bible just says that there's so much filth and dirt and clogs in our eyes, and all we are trying to do is to point not even one finger. We want to use the 10 fingers to clear people's eyes. Stop it. Go get a mirror and see how your eyes are so filthy, and use your 10 fingers to clean up your eyes first. You will see better and you will feel better. So attitude, it's a very, very valuable key to life. You see, you keep praying and praying. Some of your prayer points will be addressed in only having the right attitude, having the right mindset, and just controlling it just a little. And we are in a journey. Everyone is in their growth curve. So don't point fingers at people. No, like the Bible, Jesus did it rightly. When the disciples and the Pharisees and everyone, they brought that woman that has committed adultery. Jesus, deal with this case. And Jesus looked. The woman is not innocent. Even you that have raised your stones to destroy her, to kill her, you're not innocent. And Jesus said, if you know that you have not offended one person, throw the stone. They all put their stones down and they walked away. And so when you call the shots and when you think about attitude, don't be too quick to say this guy has a bad attitude, this girl has a bad attitude. Call yourself first. Check if you have maybe it's even your bad attitude that is making their own bad attitudes to show. Because 1 + 1 is 2. If there is 0 and there is a 1, it remains 1. So maybe the 1 is your bad attitude. Maybe it's my bad attitude. So it's just a call for self-awareness. It's just a call for more spotlight on you, so that you can become a better version of yourself, and then you can reflect. That's sweet. You're so sweet. You're so good. You're so great. The Lord has poured His glory on you. Take out those small little foxes that have got a bad attitude, and so that we can spread that goodness, that kindness that is inside your good heart. You're so blessed. The world needs to see that. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining this episode today. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you so much for your comment. And in the light of positive attitude, do well to share this video to one person. Let's make this world a better place. Until our next series on our attitude, stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, but smash the like button. Take care and bye.